Buccaneers of Charlotte Country Day. And today we're going to be taking the time prior to first pitch to recognize our 5 seniors. First, we have number 4, Parker McCray. He is the son of Sarah and Mike McCray. This is his first varsity baseball letter. Parker had this to say: "I'd like to thank my parents and sisters for coming to every game they could and cheering me on. I'd like to thank my coaches for teaching me perseverance and what it means to be on a team. I'd also like to thank my teammates for being my second family." Thank you, Parker. Welcome back in, everybody, here on senior night at Murdoch Field for Chargers Varsity Baseball. We apologize for our technical difficulties and in our ceremony of senior night. So I'm just going to read off the last 2 guys before first pitch. We have number 8, Andrew Newmark, who's the son of Steve Newmark. It's his first varsity baseball letter this year, and he's also a senior captain. Andrew says, "I'd like to thank my fellow teammates, some of whom I've played with for 10 years, making this sport enjoyable. Baseball has given me a family, and I'm glad to call my teammates my brothers." And last but not least, number 10, Cody Gallos. Cody's the son of Beth and Rick Gallos. It's his second varsity baseball letter, and Cody says, "First, I'd like to thank my mom, dad, and brothers for their unrelenting love and support on and off the baseball field. Next, I'd like to thank my coaches, who always offered helpful advice that took my game to the next level. Lastly, thanks to my teammates who never failed to put a smile on my face. Love you guys." So that is going to conclude our varsity baseball senior night ceremony. And momentarily, I will pass this over to Adam Lawrence to get the first inning started with Harrison Barnett on the mound.
Alrighty, I'm Adam Lawrence, also on the call today with Holden here. This varsity baseball senior day matchup. The Chargers come into this one 9-10 on the year, 5-3 in the conference. This is their last series of the year, finishing up with Country Day, home here on Tuesday and on the road on Friday. And on the mound for the Chargers tonight, we have senior ace Harrison Barnett. He's compiled a 3-3 record on the year. However, he has thrown almost all of the Chargers' good starts for the year, constantly coming out and stifling the opposing offenses, including a masterful complete game shutout, one-hit shutout against Covenant Day a couple weeks ago. So the Chargers looking for a big win this evening against Country Day in terms of state seeding, and coming into that, Harrison Barnett is the guy you want on the mound. And we do apologize if it is a bit windy. We are on top of a rooftop here for the call, which might make things a little fuzzy from the microphone side of things. But also in the starting lineup for the Chargers, we have at first base, we've got Case Gibbs, who is being DH'd for by Austin Nelson. At second base, we have Anderson Shirey, the sophomore. At shortstop, we have Bo Ziegler. And at third base, we have Tyler Nee, as well as Andrew Newmark in left, Hudson Adams in center, and Austin Ward in right field. As the warm-ups are up and we are set to start the ball game. As some conversation with the head coaches and the umpires around home plate before we set to start. And James Lowe to lead it off for the Buccaneers today, the second baseman, as Harrison Barnett's first pitch will be in there for a strike, outside fastball. His second pitch will also be in the same location, fastball outside for a strike. And third pitch outside for a ball, the off-speed pitch from Barnett, just missing the spot. And he'll strike him out. A fantastic start to the game for the Chargers, as Barnett will get the 4-pitch strikeout early on. As Jacob Vanderhave steps up for the Buccaneers, the pitcher batting second in the lineup, right-hander. As Barnett's pitch is in there for strike one. As Barnett's off-speed pitch falls just outside for ball one. Fouled off. 2-1 count on Vanderhave. Barnett's breaking ball just high outside of the zone falls to 2-2. And he'll get the swing and the miss now. Two batters, 2 strikeouts for Barnett as the Chargers get 2 quick outs in the top of the Buccaneers lineup. As Brendan Puyat steps up, the first baseman for the Buccaneers, left-handed batter. As Barnett's pitch is in and just below the strike zone for ball 1. This one nearly hitting Puyat's heels on the inside as he jumps out of the way. Barnett firing ball 2 in there. This is the first ball will be fouled off all the way over to the lacrosse practice field, and a 2-1 count for Barnett. As he'll make solid contact, that one will go deep. Not going to matter, that's going to make it all the way to the softball field. The Country Day Buccaneers will be on the scoreboard for a Brandon Puyat home run as they now lead 1-0 in the top of the first. It was very clean contact, sailed all the way. There was no doubt about that one, and it went all the way to the softball field on the other side, spoiling Barnett's 2 strikeout start to the first inning. As the pitch to Jack Blythe will be outside for ball 1 and find its way to the backstop. Outside for ball 2. Nice pitch by Barnett, cut on by Blythe, but no contact, as that'll fall in for 2-1. As that'll be ball 4, so a walk will give the Buccaneers their first base runner of the day as they lead 1-0 here in the top of the first. As Malik Wood steps up for the Buccaneers. Wood, the center fielder. As Barnett fires in, that'll make its way into right field. Nearly hitting Blythe, but fumbled by. As the relay into third base after the bobble by the right fielder, Nelson will not be in time, as Blythe, with some nice heads-up base running, will make it all the way over to third base. As Barnett has given up 3 straight base runners. as that one will be in for a strike. As Wood steals second, as the Buccaneers now have runners on second and third with 2 outs here in the top of the first. As Barnett steps off the mound, we can't keep an eye on the base runners. This one will be in there for a strike. Now, 0-2 count on Gardner. See, we'll foul this one back to stay alive. Fouled up again. As Barnett's breaking ball outside for ball 2. Barnett's off-speed pitches have not been hitting the strike zone so far, as he hasn't quite had the same command that he typically has on his fastballs, as Gardner calls time and steps out of the box. This one once again fouled up in the same exact spot in the backstop, as Gardner on every single one of his swings has been behind on Barnett's pitches. The 2-2 count now. Has that one high and inside. A nice job by Jake Jeffries, the catcher behind the plate, to make the play, keeping that in front of him. However, ball falls now to a full count here with 2 outs in the top of the first. So that one again fouled up into that same exact spot in the backstop. Gardner unable to time up good contact on this ball. Once again fouled off. Stays at full count here. Barnett's pitch in there for strike 3, so his 3rd strikeout on the day, as the Chargers escape the late inning rally, only giving up 1 run off of 2 hits and a walk for the Buccaneers, as we head to the bottom of the first with the score at 1-0, and we'll be back at the start of the bottom of the first. Righty, leading off for the Chargers here in the bottom of the first, we have second baseman sophomore Anderson Shirey with Jacob Vanderhave on the mound for the Buccaneers as Shirey swings and misses on a strike one fastball. As the second pitch is in there for a ball and a 1-1 count now for Shirey. As that one will be in there for ball 2. Oh, my mistake, that was a strike. As he will swing and miss as Vanderhave, much like Barnett, starting off with a strikeout here. As now batting for the Chargers, we have right fielder Austin Nelson. Oh, designated hitter, my mistake. That first pitch will be in there for ball 1. As Nelson will foul this one off for his first strike of the at-bat. Austin Nelson DHing today for freshman first baseman Case Gibbs, a recent call-up to the varsity roster. As he will also swing and miss here on this second pitch now, 1-2 count on him. This one will be high and inside for the ball. See, will swing and miss now. Vanderhave, also like Barnett in the top of the first, Vanderhave now starting off this game with 2 strikeouts as the Chargers heavy hitter, third baseman Tyler Nee. Tyler Nee, of course, one of the Chargers' star players, the heavy hitting third baseman on his third year on the varsity roster as a junior. As that one will be in there for strike 1 on him. High and inside for ball 1. Nee ducking out of the way to avoid getting hit on that one. As that one will fall low for ball 2. As Nee will foul this one straight back into the backstop, just a little bit under that one, avoiding the contact as this one falls 2-2. Some low in the dirt now, full count on Nee. As this one out of play, that one will make its way over onto the lacrosse practice field as Nee staying alive and adding some pitches to Vanderhave's pitch count. Of course, making teams dig into their bullpens is key in these 2-game weekly series, as these teams will face each other again on Friday. As this one will be high and inside for ball 4, as Nee will be the Chargers' first base runner of the day, bringing up cleanup hitter and junior star shortstop Bo Ziegler. Much like Tyler Nee, this is Ziegler's third varsity letter on for the Chargers, as He steps in here as one of the Chargers' best hitters and best infielders. A little foul first pitch up into the backstop. 0-1 now on Ziegler. As Ziegler fouls that one back into the backstop. 0-2 now. Back-to-back foul balls right back into the backstop. Unable to time Vanderhave's pitch up. As the Chargers call the hit and run with knee. Who takes a little bit less of a lead this time as Vanderhave makes an extra look back at him, and he then steps off the mound. A nice call by Coach Serby and the Charger coaching staff as they now have Vanderhave a little bit worried about knee on the base paths. As Ziegler will wave at a pitch far outside, missing on that and striking out. So at the end of the first, Chargers, no runs off of no hits and no errors, and the lone walk to knee as Vanderhave collects his third strikeout as the Buccaneers lead this one 1-0 after 1. We'll be back at the start of the second inning. Did you turn off the mic? Yeah. It's just clicking back and then clicking off.
Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Holden Manna, switching off with our other commentator, Adam Lawrence. Jake Stein will be the first at bat in the top of the second inning. Harrison Barnett gets him swinging there, put the count at 0-1. Stein batting 7th in the order. Barnett going to put the count at 0-2 right there. Number 12 caught looking as Barnett got off to a really hot start in this game, 2 straight strikeouts, then let up a home run to Brandon Pulio, but he's back on track there with an early strikeout, gets Jake Stein swinging, and that's going to put 1 out on the board here in the top of the second. Casey Scott, Country Days catcher and batting 8th in the order, is now up. Going to be working with 1 out and nobody on. He's going to make contact, get it out, and it's just out of the reach and into center field. Anderson Shirey was close to making a play on it, but a good hit there for Casey Scott to get the Bucs' first base runner of the inning. Owen Miller batting 9th, not playing in the field today, is up to bat. He's got Casey Scott on first base looking to add to it. He's going to take that one for his first strike. Count goes to 0-1. Barnett's going to look back to first. Try to get Casey Scott, who had a pretty good lead, but he's going to get back there just in time. Scott's going to go. Barnett finds him early. Passes back to Shirey, and he's going to get him out. Casey Scott, a little risky on that one. Buccaneers already have the lead. And high awareness shown by Harrison Barnett. As Owen Miller's now going to be up to bat with nobody on and 2 outs. Barnett low on that one. It's going to be a ball. Count at 1-1 now. Barnett goes high for ball 2. And as Adam mentioned earlier, trying to get out of these innings that you've already been successful in is really crucial in a series matter. And Barnett's going to get Miller swinging that time, puts the count at 2-2. Not trying to get your pitch count too high here at the end of the inning, but especially with nobody on. And Barnett's going to strike him out looking. So a much better inning than previously for Harrison Barnett on senior night. Only 1 hit allowed, no runs in the top of the second for the Chargers. Our score is Country Day 1, Providence Day 0, heading into the bottom of the second. Now batting for the Chargers to start the bottom of the second is Harrison Barnett. Just got off a great inning on the mound. As that one's going to get in there for ball 1, delivered by Jacob Vanderhave. That one is right in the zone for strike 1. There's a 2 pitchers face off here. Barnett, no swing yet. Gonna get another call for a strike. Puts him down in the count. He's gonna get a late swing on that one. I think this one Barnett would have liked to have back, but nonetheless, Vanderhave gets his first K of the inning. And a quick one for the Bucks to get started. Now up to bat, 6th in the lineup is Austin Ward. to take that first one, looking for strike one. Working with one out and nobody on is Austin Ward. Going to get a swing on that one. Down in the count now, 0-2. Vanderhee's fastball has worked well so far in this game. It's going to go off speed there. It's going to be a ball. They're going to call that one a strike. Ward thought it was a little too inside, but Vanderhee's going to get his second strikeout of the inning, this time looking. Vanderhee, 5 batters faced, 5 strikeouts, as Jake Jeffries will come up to the plate and look to change that for PDS. Going to foul this one off. It's going to be strike one. This one's going to be in there for another strike. This time looking is Jake Jeffries. So Vanderhee on each of these at-bats to bottom of the second, he's going to get everybody down in the count, as this one's just a blooper by Jake Jeffries. And they'll say he's going to beat it out. So first base runner of the inning for the Chargers is Jeffries, as he just gets by. Vanderhee would have had a very short inning had Country Day gone that out. As now Andrew Newmark is going to come up to the plate for the Chargers. Getting to second is Jeffries, and Cody Gallos, pinch running for Jake Jeffries, is going to make it safely to second base. Chargers now have one in scoring position with Newmark up to bat. Newmark going to take this one low for a ball. Got a 1-1 count so far. Vanderhee facing his first batter now, who he hasn't got up in the count against. It's going to be 3-0 to Newmark. So potentially 2 runners getting on here for Providence Day. Already have Gallos at second, with Hudson Adams on deck. Newmark obviously just going to look this one, and he's going to take his first strike. So now 3-1 from Vanderhee to Newmark. Going to foul one off, going to make it at full count. So Vanderhee back to where he would like it to be. Another opportunity to get out of this inning with no runs earned. Chargers obviously would like to change that, tie this game up, or potentially take the lead here in the bottom of the second. Vanderhee puts it up top, and Newmark is going to just look and take that ball, make it to first base. So now Hudson Adams, center fielder, is going to come up and work with 2 outs, 2 guys on, facing Vanderhee, who had a very promising start to the beginning of this inning, striking out his first 2 batters. That was Barnett and Ward. Jake Jeffries was able to advance to first base on the infield hit, and Chargers have an opportunity here. This one goes low for ball 1 to Adams. Another ball up top this time, and Vanderhave's pitch count continues to increase, something he doesn't want to see, nor do the rest of the Bucks, with another matchup against PD on Friday, as Adams hangs in there to start this one out with a 2-0 count. Vanderhave puts a good pitch in the strike zone, gets Adams a swing. He's going to put the count at 2-1 now. Gallo's taking a big lead off of second base. Already in scoring position to looking to do more damage as Vanderhave keeps looking back there. Adams just going to pop this one up behind the backstop. Going to be another strike. So we will get at 2-2 here. Adams another pop out into the backstop, continuing to battle. Sticking at 2-2 of a count here. This one is going to be in the zone as Vanderhave gets Hudson Adams looking, and he's going to get out of that inning. But the Chargers put some guys on base, get their first runner in scoring position, and at the end of 2, we have a 1-0 score in favor of Country Day. As when we return to the top of the third, Harrison Barnett will be on the mound, and Adam Lawrence will be back on the call. I'm Holden Manna, and
Alrighty, now top of the third, leading off for the Buccaneers. We got ball 1 in there as James Lowe steps in for the Buccaneers. As that one's outside for ball 2. As Lowe will foul this one up for a strike. as this one is in there for the Buccaneers' third hit of the day. Lowe getting on after his strikeout swinging in the first inning. An impressive piece of hitting from the second baseman. Jacob Vanderhave, the Buccaneers' leader in batting average on the season so far, also with 6 strikeouts on the mound so far. He'll step in. He struck out in the first, as that one will be there for ball 1. Vanderhave batting .348 on the season, 16 hits and 46 at-bats. As that one will bounce to the backstop low with some smart base running. We'll head over to second and round it, taking a look over to the third before Jeffries recovers the ball and gets it back to Barnett, with the count sitting now at 2-0. As the Chargers pitching coach Steve Bondurant comes out to speak with Barnett in a full team meeting on the mound. PD alum and head of the Providence Day Alumni Association and Alumni Relations Department, Coach Steve Bondurant. And we will be back after this team meeting on the mound, as, never mind, the meeting is over, as the Chargers are here, no outs in the top of the third inning. Country Day leading this one by 1 with a runner on second, 2-0 count to the pitcher, Jacob Vanderhave. This one also back to the backup. Jeffries, a really fantastic job recovering that one and getting a throw off from the ground, however, not in time to reach knee before Lowe slides into third base, no outs. Now 3-0 count to Vanderhave as Barnett gets into some trouble here in the top of the third. This one chopped up the middle just past Ziegler. That'll be an RBI single for Vanderhave as the Country Day Buccaneers take a 2-0 lead with a runner on first and no outs. That one will be surprisingly low for a ball, as 1-0 count now to Brendan Puyat, the Buccaneers first baseman, who hit a fantastic home run ball in the first inning, as Vanderhave will steal a fantastic throw by Jeffries. However, Ziegler unable to apply the tag, as Vanderhave will now be into second with a stolen base. Nothing seemingly going right here for the Chargers in the top of the third, as Barnett can't seem to catch a break, as this one will be in the dirt, as Jeffries will be unable to keep it in front of him, and Vanderhave will head over to third. 2-0 count now. In there for a strike. Barnett there painting the corners with that one. 3-1 count. However, this one will be fouled up over towards the lacrosse practice field. So this one will be high. Full count now. As Huyot, the lone left-handed batter for the Buccaneers, steps in as he will swing and he will miss. Barnett will pick up yet another strikeout and recording his key first out in this inning. As Jack Blythe, the left fielder for the Buccaneers, now steps up with one down in the top of the third. Barnett, nice pitch, outside off speed ball. Blythe not even attempting a swing at that as he falls down in the count 0-1. Infield in from the Chargers on this play as another fantastic pitch, panning that outside corner from Barnett. As his breaking ball will be high and inside for the first ball of the at-bat. As previously noted, the Chargers bringing the infield in, hoping to keep any ground balls in the infield and getting Vanderhave and cutting off Vanderhave at home. However, with Barnett's strikeout, the infield will take a few steps back as center fielder Malik Willis will step up with two down here in the top of the third. First pitch in there for a strike, the breaking ball. Willis struggling a little bit at the plate this season. Wood struggling a little bit at the plate this season, batting a mere 119. As this one is in there for strike two. As Barnett, after the early struggles in the inning, has really found his zone, starting to find the strike zone, as this one will be high outside for ball two. As Willis will make contact and foul this one, staying alive here and adding another pitch to Barnett's ever-increasing pitch count. However, he still faces a 1-2 count with two down here in the top of the third. Breaking ball just high. Jeffries unable to hold on to it as it slowly dribbles behind him, not far enough away for Vanderhave to run away as the count moves to 2-2. As Willis will foul this one off again into Lansdowne as he keeps this long at-bat going and still keeping Barnett one strike away from ending the inning. High for ball three. Now, Barnett about to throw his 9th pitch in the at-bat now. Which will be yet again fouled off now. 10 pitches for Barnett. This one yet again fouled off. 10 pitches already now for Barnett from this at-bat alone, with an 11th one coming. Full count here with 2 outs. Jacob Vanderhave getting all sorts of leads over at third base. Tyler Nee, the Charger third baseman, pulled completely away from the base, as this one will be just inside for the walk, as Wood will manage to reach base, bringing up the freshman shortstop, Grant Gardner, batting .158 on the season for the Buccaneers. 6 RBIs and a home run. As he'll take a first pitch. Shirey making a nice dive on the ball. He won't get there, but Ziegler, a nice play over to knee. And that was clockwork. An interesting running decision on the base pass by the Buccaneers. But a break nonetheless for Harrison Barnett, as Gardner's hit for the Buccaneers quickly turns into an out for the Chargers. As that'll end the top of the third inning now. Buccaneers lead 2-0, straining 2 on base. Oh, they scored on that play. My mistake. Vanderhaven scored from third beforehand. Buccaneers now lead 3-0, 2 runs off of 2 hits and 2 walks on the inning as they lead 3-0. We'll be back at the bottom of the third. Third inning now for the Chargers. Leading off is second baseman sophomore Anderson Shirey. He struck out in the first inning. As that'll be high and outside for ball 1 to the lefty sophomore. Vanderhaven back on the mound. All 6 of his outs so far have been strikeouts. As this one, Shirey will put in play. The right fielder, Jack Blythe, will make the play. Nice job tracking the ball down in this overcast day here in North Carolina, as 1 down and the first non-strikeout out recorded by Vanderhaven. Austin Nelson now steps up for the Chargers. As that one will be outside for ball 1. Vanderhaven's pitch. Contact made. A nice scoop by Gardner. The throw over to first. A fantastic play in the infield, as nice contact by Nelson quickly results into the second out of the inning.
Third baseman number 17, Tyler Nee.
As Tyler Nee steps up, he would walk in the first inning. The only one of a few Charger base runners so far today. I'll be outside for ball 1. Again, low and outside for ball 2. As knee, fantastic contact. That'll go down the line. into left field. Knee easily looking too. The relay in from the Buccaneers left fielder Jack. As the Buccaneers get the relay in, keeping Knee from getting past second base, as Knee is in there with a clean double and the Chargers' second hit on the day. As Jack Blythe makes the nice plays. That one is in the dirt, not quite far enough from Stein for need to head over to third, but an opportunity with a runner in scoring position for the Chargers with 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Ziegler swings and misses on this one. He struck out in the first inning. Now 2 strikes on him. Left fielder Jack Blythe showing a lot of respect to Ziegler here, taking a few big steps back prior to the at-bat. As the breaking ball chopped over to the third baseman, who will make a nice play, but an even better scoop by Brandon Pouliot, the first baseman, as that will retire the third out for the Chargers as we head to the top of the fourth. No runs off of 1 hit and no errors for the Chargers as the score stays at 3-0. We'll be back at the top of the fourth.
Welcome back, everybody, to get started here in the top of the fourth. Got a 3-0 ball game between the Buccaneers and the Chargers as Harrison Barnett gets back on the mound, and Jake Stein is the first batter he faces. He's going to bunt, and they will call him safe. At first base is Stein. So early on, Buccaneers already have 1 base runner. As now with no outs, Casey Scott is going to come up to the plate. Jeffrey's going to throw back to first to try and get Stein. Nothing doing there. Case Gibbs playing at first today, not hitting though. Scott gonna attempt to bunt as well. This one's going foul. So I believe we have a 1-1 count right now. Barnett looking back to first. Stein taking a lead. Not going to do much there. This one's going to get into the outfield from Casey Scott. Stein is going to third. And Austin Ward, no need to try and get it there, as the Bucks get 2 on early here. And the struggles continue for Harrison Barnett on the mound. No out so far and 1 runner in scoring position, as number 9 Owen Miller will be up to bat. Another Buccaneer looking to bunt here is Owen Miller. Stein bunted to lead us off and got on first base. Casey Scott showed that in the first couple of pitches, then got a hit into the outfield. And now Owen Miller shows that on the first pitch. This one's going to be low for a ball. Scott trying to steal, and he's going to get out. A great throw from Jeffries, and this time Ziegler able to apply the tag. So that's going to be our first out of the inning, and a much needed one, as the Bucks are trying to get 2 in scoring position. Jeffrey not allowing that to happen. Infield moving in now on Miller after seeing the previous bunt attempts. And Stein on third. This one is in the dirt for a ball. Everybody has their eyes on Jake Stein at third base. Chargers already down 3-0. With the bats not working too much right now, they've got to do everything they can to not allow any more runs. Barnett's going to deliver this one high. Going to go for ball 3. Count at 3-1 now. Big swing and a miss here from Miller, as Barnett's going to get this count to full. And a strikeout, much needed for the Chargers in this situation. And that's exactly what Barnett does. Miller not too happy about it, unable to advance. Stein getting a run for the Bucks. Score remains at 3-0. As the top of the order with James Lowe, number 19, is going to come back up. Lowe 1 for 2 in this game with a strikeout in the first inning and a hit in the third, as he's going to take this one for strike 1 looking. This one just going to be low for ball 1. Great contact made by Lowe, but it's just going to be foul. So that's going to get him down in the count 1-2 now. And Barnett, a very important chance to close out this inning and get his team to the bottom of the 4th without getting that pitch count too high. Off speed's going to be in the dirt, evening the count at 2-2. This one going to be high as well. Barnett facing another full count. Wanting to repeat what happened last time, striking out Owen Miller. As we're going to get a foul ball into the backstop from James Lowe. This one's going to be grounded to Bo Ziegler at shortstop. Makes a bouncing throw, but it is scooped up by Case Gibbs at first base. So the Chargers get out of that inning, allowing no runs. Jake Stein advancing to third base, but the Bucks unable to tally any. So we will head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Chargers up 2 bats, down 3-0. Harrison Barnett getting back up to bat here for the Chargers to start the bottom of the fourth, facing Jacob Vanderhave, who's been very good so far, striking out almost all of the outs that the Buccaneers have recorded, including a strikeout of Harrison Barnett earlier in this game, as that one goes for a strike. And Barnett is getting down in the count now to lead off this half inning. Barnett gonna make contact on this one. Almost goes fair. Doesn't follow through with the swing, but he's gonna remain sitting there at 2 strikes. Vanderhave another strikeout opportunity. This one gonna be outside and low for a ball. Barnett is going to swing and miss on this one, similar to how he did earlier in this game against Vanderhave, who keeps up the great pitching, as number 6 Austin Ward is going to make his way to the plate. Taking strike 1 is Ward. Vanderhave so great on his first pitches of these at-bats. Vanderhave now goes low, puts the count at 1-1. And contact made on the grounder from Ward. And going to be a high throw. And hustling to the bag is Ward. But Country Day able to apply the tag and get the out for their second of the inning. It was Brendan Pulio who recorded the out, as Jake Jeffries is going to step into the batter's box now. We're going with nobody on and 2 outs. Buccaneers defense has been great, as it was in previous innings. This one goes high for ball 1, delivered by Vanderhave. Swing and a miss here from Jeffries. Gonna put the count at 1-1. Vanderhaef, if he can get out of this, it will be a very quick inning. Expecting him to stay on the mound going into the 5th. As that one is going to be strike 2. Jeffries looking. Chargers still recorded no runs in this game, only 2 hits. And strike 3 will be delivered. Jeffries gets out swinging, as that will just add to the strikeout count for Jacob Vanderhaef. Buccaneers defense remains superb. Score is 3-0 Buccaneers over the Chargers, as we will head to the top of the 5th inning.
Alrighty, Jacob Vanderhaef now batting for the Buccaneers. 1-0 count now for him. Barnett starting off the 4th inning. Starting off the 5th inning, a bit surprisingly. Still in here, but he has thrown a solid game so far, as that will be in there for strike 1. Vanderhaef 1 for 2 on the ball game. A big RBI single in the 3rd. However, he will foul this one up for a 1-2 count. As my mistake, the count is 2-2. As this one will be chopped in play. The Shirey scooping the ball up, the throw over to Gibbs a little low. He makes the play as Barnett records the first out of the inning. Throwing around the infield now. As Brendan Puyat steps up for the Buccaneers, as that will bounce in the dirt for ball one. That pitch will be in there for a strike from Barnett. As that is in there for the strike. Another strike from Barnett. As that will be strike three dropped, but the tag applied from Jeffries, as Barnett, in his surprising appearance here in the fifth inning, seems to be pitching quite well now. The second life of Harrison Barnett on the mound out here, as Jack Blythe, the left fielder, we confirmed, left fielder, now batting for the Buccaneers. As he will foul this one down the line just a few feet past Tyler Nee and third base, as the count moves to 1-1, and the umpire gifts Barnett a fresh new pair of baseballs. You'll love to see that, folks. This one high for a ball. It's Barnett's pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Jeffries, who has a hasty effort to grab it, despite no base runners for the Chargers. But they will call a check swing on Blythe for strike two on the Buccaneers. And swing and a miss. Barnett with his second strikeout of the inning. He will get out of his surprising fifth inning appearance. As we head to the bottom of the fifth, we'll be back. No runs off of no hits and no errors for the Buccaneers. 3-0. Country Day leads. Is the mic off? I'm too busy with your Doritos, getting Dorito dust all over my computer. Leading off for the Chargers this inning will be senior Andrew Newmark, as he will take strike one. This one will bounce in the dirt. Vanderhave back out for his fifth inning of work. He's only given up 2 hits on the day so far. A masterful outing from him, both the Buccaneers' leading pitcher and leading hitter. So he will bounce yet another one in the dirt. Shout out to the Providence Day baseball team's PA announcer, Tim Donnelly, for playing some Bruce Springsteen Glory Days over the course of that inning by request. High have heard in speaking with boys on the baseball team that Tim Dinelli's voice every single game is quite a pleasure for them. As that will fall for ball 3. And ball 4, Newmark is walked for the second time today, as the Chargers have the ever so important first base runner here in the bottom of the 5th.
Center fielder number 2, Hudson Adams. Shout out our senior managers.
As Hudson Adams now steps up for the Chargers. Pick-off attempt from Vanderhave as Newmark gets back. And while we have the chance, we'd like to shout out our senior managers for the baseball team, Leah Horwitz and Scarlett Greer, in keeping book and supporting the team all season long, as they even help us with our ball and strike calls today. As that will go back to the backstop for a ball, as Newmark will use those quick soccer feet of his to get over to second base. The pitch outside for a ball. Vanderhave now. 2 balls. That will be that'll be 5 straight balls thrown by Vanderhave. As that will be outside for yet another ball. 3-0 count now for Hudson Adams, who has struggled on the year hitting-wise for the Chargers, but a reliable center fielder for them, which is how he manages to stay in the lineup here. But that'll be in there for a strike 1, and he will look to get his 3rd hit on the season and knock Andrew Newmark in from second. He will do just that. That'll fall in for a single. Newmark held at 3rd for some reason, but Hudson Adams with a huge base hit. Runners on the corners, no outs, bottom of the 5th, as some new life in the stagnant Chargers offense so far today. As the young buck, sophomore Anderson Shirey, steps up, the only lefty in the lineup for the Chargers, as he will look to knock in the Chargers' first run of the day. Vanderhave staying in after facing some trouble and having a hard time finding the strike zone this inning, but he will take a quick look back at Adams, as a big swing and a whiff by Shirey. As Shirey will call time. 0-1 count now. That will be outside, but in the zone for a strike. Shirey taking after the corner was successfully painted by Vanderhave. 0-2 now. As they will, a fantastic move by Vanderhave, but a blown run down, as they will catch Hudson Adams at second base. An interesting pickoff move, but a contested call by first base coach by the Chargers, Jeff Lucia. However, nonetheless, the Chargers will get on the board for their first run of the day, with Newmark scoring from 3rd. Score now 3-1 Buccaneers. With Shirey still at the plate.
What's the count? What's the count?
2-2 count now for Shirey. Fall in the dirt now, 2-2 for Shirey. And a swing and a miss. The second out of the inning as the Buccaneers throw it around the infield. With Austin Nelson stepping to the plate for the Chargers, designated hitter and freshman. His highlight of the season has definitely been his home run on the road earlier this season against Cannon, as he takes a big swing and a whiff here on this first pitch of the at-bat. Another swing and a whiff. He is looking to go deep on that one. Say he's swinging for the fences here. As Vanderhave's pitch will fall for ball one. So that one will head its way back to the backstop. Catcher Stein unable to make the play on that, as it will fall for ball two. Of course, Chargers really hoping to get some base runners here, get a rally going with Tyler Nee and Bo Ziegler on deck and in the hole, the heart of their lineup, as that will be down the line just foul, moving the count to 2-2. As that will be ball number 3. Full count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Chargers down 3-1. Jacob Vanderhave, the starter on the day for the Buccaneers, still dueling here. 4 2/3 innings, as this will be down the line. Nelson hustling over, but a fantastic play made in the infield by the Buccaneers. And that will end the 5th inning. Chargers scoring 1 run off of 1 hit by Hudson Adams, a walk on Andrew Newmark, and an interesting infield play off the pickoff attempt. So Buccaneers lead 3-1, and we will be back at the top of the 6th.
Leading off the top of the sixth for the Buccaneers is Malik Wood. And we also have a pitching change for the Chargers. Barnett went through 5 innings. Tyler Nee Jr. is going to be on the mound for the 6th and likely 7th inning as he gets in a strike there. Wood makes contact on this one, goes to third base, and a ground out will start out the inning for the Chargers. Good start to the inning for Tyler Nee. Grant Gardner now up to bat for the Buccaneers. Has had some great defensive plays in this game. And now he's going to get it on the hitting end. This one just in front of Hudson Adams. And it's going to get down for Gardner to advance to first base. Some of the defensive rotations in the Charger lineup. Jake Jeffries moving from catcher to first. Harrison Barnett after on the mound. Now he's going to be at first base. And Austin Nelson going to catcher from being the DH, not playing in the field. As Gardner's going to try to steal second. A great throw. And Bo Ziegler unable to get the tag on Gardner. Going to call him safe. A great play from Ziegler to snag that ball and try to make a play. Would have gotten the second out of the inning. As we're going to get an early 1-0 count here to Jake Stein. This one going to be a bunt attempt, and Nelson and Nee smartly let it go foul. Otherwise, Stein would have gotten to first base. Stein going to make contact on this one, and it's going to go right to Bo Ziegler playing shortstop. Just the pop-up is going to keep Grant Gardner at second base, and 2 early outs for Tyler Nee. As he will face Casey Scott. Working with 1 runner in scoring position and 2 outs. This one's going to get in here for strike 1. Nee's off-speed pitch is going to go almost in the dirt. Going to be ball 1. Evens the count at 1 apiece to Casey Scott. As this one's going to get into center field, Hudson Adams backing up, and he will make the catch. And that's going to be 3 quick outs for Tyler Nee in his first inning of action on the mound. We will head to the bottom of the 6th with the score 3-1 Country Day when we return. Tyler Nee, who just had a great first inning on the mound, is up to bat for the Chargers. That one is going to be low in the dirt for ball one, as the Chargers offense has to get going here in the bottom of the sixth to get back in this game. Vanderhaef still on the mound. Been great so far through 5 innings, as that is going to get the count to 2-1 with Tyler Nee going swinging. This one's going to be a ball, puts the count at 3-1. Nee makes contact on this one. It's going to be fair, and an easy scoop up and out for Country Day. Brandon Pulio makes the play on the base to get the Bucks their first out of the inning. And junior Bo Ziegler will now be up for the Chargers. This one called just inside for a strike. And now delivered down low from Vanderhaef for ball one. Up high now goes Vanderhaef to put the count at 2-1. Ziegler makes good contact on this one. It's going to get to center field, and an easy catch made by Malik Wood gets the Bucks their second out on the inning. And two of the great offensive players for the Chargers are retired early in this inning, with Harrison Barnett coming up to bat, batting 5th in the order. 2 strikeouts so far in this game for Barnett, but he's going to need to do something better here for the Chargers, who are currently down 2 runs. This one going to be low for a ball. Great contact made by Barnett, but it's just going to go foul on the right pole, putting the count at 1 apiece. Barnett is going to take that one for his second ball. Going to put the count at 2-1. No base runners so far in this inning for the Chargers. And that is not going to change right there. Another foul ball similar to his first a couple pitches ago. Now the count even at 2-2. Barnett making great contact, but unable to keep it within the field of play. Fastball low in the dirt from Vanderhaef. Now a full count for Barnett. And crucial for Vanderhaef to get out of this inning if he wants to be really considered to pitch the bottom of the 6th, as the Buccaneers bullpen was working, or excuse me, bottom of 7th, as the Buccaneers bullpen was working earlier. But that is exactly what's going to happen, as he gets Barnett to strike out for the 3rd time swinging in this game. And the Buccaneers dugout loves that one, as we will head to the top of the 7th with a score remaining 3-1 Buccaneers, as the Chargers defense will try to hold them to keep their chances in this game as best as possible. Returning now to the top of the 7th, Tyler Nee will be on the mound for his 2nd straight inning and gets an easy swing and a miss there to open this one up. Strike 2 delivered from Nee. Another great start to this inning as he had in the top of the 6th. And strike 3 coming very easily for Tyler Nee as the Chargers record their first out of this inning.
Number 19, James Lowe.
Top of the lineup returns with James Lowe. Nee, it looks like almost hitting low with the pitch, but we're going to get a foul ball here. Tyler Nee, great off-speed pitch. That one's going to go for a strike as well. Has not pitched a ball so far in this inning. Looking to record his 2nd straight strikeout. And he won't do it on that pitch, which just goes in the dirt for ball 1. This one is going to be popped up into shallow center. Hudson Adams calling off Shirey and Ziegler, and he's going to make the catch for the 2nd out for the Chargers.
Hudson Adams making the catch, 2 down. Number 2, Jacob Vanderham.
This one is going to be ripped past Anderson Shirey from Jacob Vanderhave.
Number 25, Brendan Puglia.
Brendan Puglia now up to bat in the number 3 spot for the Bucks. Had a huge home run earlier onto the softball field. Don't see that every day. And this one is also ripped into right field. Is it's going to get into the gap and hit the wall. Adams going to try to throw it in, and they're going to hold Jacob Vanderhave at 3rd base. But nonetheless, 2 runners now in scoring position for the Buccaneers. And Tyler Nee still has not allowed a run, but his great start to this inning now sees 2 runners potentially scoring with Jack Blythe at the plate. 2 out and 2 on. And Blythe is going to rip this one into left field. And he's going to have to be chased down by Andrew Newmark. Both runners will score. And Blythe will be stopped at second base, getting the lead up to 5-1 for the Buccaneers. Malik Wood takes strike 1. A little 2-out rally here from the Buccaneers, with Blythe on second now. A swing and a miss this time, putting the count at 0-2. Tyler Nee and the Charger defense desperate to get out of this inning and finally come back up to the plate, keeping the score at 5-1. And Wood is going to hit that one just foul of the right foul pole, keeping the count at 0-2. This one grounded to short. Bo Ziegler takes a couple steps. He's going to throw to first for the out of Malik Wood. But the Buccaneers still record 2 runs in that inning, courtesy of Jack Blythe's 2 RBI double, putting the lead at 5-1 now for the Buccaneers as we head into the bottom of the 7th, with the Chargers' last chance to get some more runs on the board to tie or take the lead in this game. Austin Ward now back up to bat for the Chargers to lead off the bottom of the 7th. And a pitching change for Country Day as well, taking Jacob Vanderhave out, who had a phenomenal 6 innings of work and has also played great offensively. Pulea delivers this one high for ball 2 to Ward. Ward makes good contact on this one. It's going to back up the right fielder who makes the catch for the first out. And the Bucks retire Austin Ward. As Brandon Pulea will face his second batter of the 7th inning. Jake Jeffries, Jr. now up to bat for the Chargers. Ball 1 in the dirt, delivered from Pulea. This one's going to be fouled off from Jeffries, evening the count at 1 apiece. Another one in the dirt, delivered to Jeffries. Chargers have struggled to get a runner on base recently, whether that be by hit or by walk. Jeffries has a chance, though, to get on base with a count at 3-1. And he will toss the bat and almost walk over to first, but Blue's going to call that a strike, so now the count is at full. Happens to the best of us. And he's going to ground this one to third. Vanderhaef now switched to third base. And Jeffries going to be called safe, so still gets to first base regardless.
Good hustle down the first base line for Jake Jeffries. Beats it out.
Up to bat now is senior captain Andrew Newmark. Takes the first one for a strike. Newmark's going to make contact into the backstop for a foul ball, putting the count at 0-2 now, as Pulea gets ahead in the count here. Pulea taking his time, and Newmark is going to strike out. So 1 on, 2 out now, as Hudson Adams is going to come to the plate, delivered in his last at-bat with a hit into left field. But it's going to be a tough task with the Chargers down 4 runs and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Adams going to foul this one off for strike 1. Pulea can deliver. Hudson Adams check swing, and they're going to call it a strike. So now the Chargers down to their last strike of the game if Pulea is able to deliver here. This one way inside against Adams. going to put the count at 1-2 now. Pulia delivers strike inside, and he's going to get Adams looking to end the ball game. As the Chargers drop this one 5-1, but they do have another matchup against the Bucks on Friday at Country Day. So their record will drop to 9-11 in conference play. 5-4 now are the Chargers. Thank you everybody for tuning in with us tonight. My name is Holden Manna, also joined by Adam Lawrence on the call, and we will see you next time.